Hey Aries, welcome back to Peace and Carmen. If you are new here, then welcome. I'm Carmen. So today we have your October tarot reading. We're just gonna dive right in. This is a general reading, so I do put the intention in my cards that if you find this reading, with all of the other options that you have, that there will be a message for you. So although not all messages might be for you, there will be a message for you. All right, so diving on in here, so far we do have the High Priestess. We have the Eight of Cups. Going to get out a few more cards here to get the story. I see a few of them flipped over. All right. Page of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. And I'm going to try and get at least one more card out here, maybe a few. Five of Pentacles in reverse. The Chariot, the World in reverse, and Five of Swords. All right. So, and Aries, I have to deeply apologize because if you tuned in for your last month's reading, I definitely had said that I was going to do a jar that would help like sweeten up your relationship, and I never got to it. That was my fault. I got super overwhelmed with school, and I learned a lesson to not make promises like that again. So I apologize that I never got to it. I deeply am sorry, but I do hope that you managed that month all right without that video. Okay, and we have the Death in reverse at the bottom of the deck. All right, Aries. So this High Priestess being the first card out and the most powerful card then of the spread, I think that this is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I think that this is being in touch with intuition. This is being in touch with perhaps even your psychic and abilities. And I do see this being a little bit of a month of momentum for you. There are areas of stagnation that I do think will need to be pointed out. But we have the Chariot here. I think if we are able to dive into this High Priestess energy and be able to use some of this intensity that we have with this Queen of Wands in reverse, if we're able to utilize some of this intensity that we have for our progression, that there will be movement. There will be movements made, and it will be good for you. With the Eight of Cups, we're walking away from something. We're leaving something behind. And this could be perhaps a relationship that is no longer feeling right to you, no longer suiting you. But I think that this is something we're walking away from something that has treated us pretty good. It has given us things, giving us energetic. I don't want to say gave us a life, because it might not be that bold, but it definitely has given us lessons. It's given us energetic life. It's given us a lot of bounty, a lot of fulfillment, a lot of happiness. But we have chosen to perhaps walk away, and probably in hopes of something a lot better for us, or maybe even for the betterment of this other person. If there is another person that you felt like, okay, I think that, I really appreciate you. I know that you've been great, but I think this is just something that I have to leave and pursue something else, pursue something new. Because right now, the way that I'm feeling is a little bit stuck. I think right now, and this might be at a job. Maybe we're switching jobs right now. Perhaps the job that we have been at has been making us feel a little bit stuck. Perhaps making us feel like we just were not as prioritized as what we should have been, even though they did give us a paycheck, even though it did financially satisfy us, and were able to give us the things that we need, money wise. It's just time for me to leave. It is time for me to pursue something new, because I don't want to be in a situation where it feels like I have to be here. I don't want to be in a situation where it feels like I don't have any other options, because that's not the case. Aries, you're so determined. You're so driven. You have big goals, and you don't want to be in a place where it feels like you have to be there, especially when it's not your end goal. And maybe perhaps not even helping us get to that end goal. And so I do see movement, especially with that, with all of that preceding the Chariot. The Chariot is we are moving on. I think it's going to be hard. I think there might be a little bit of, looking back. There might be a little bit of guilt with leaving. But ultimately, I think that it will be a very good thing for you. I think that this will be something that will be bittersweet for you. I think it'll be bittersweet because I don't think they did anything wrong. I don't think it's anything that it's like these people did me bogus and it's time for me to leave. I think it's just the fact that you are realizing that there are bigger things out there for you and you want to get that. You want to reach those bigger things. And in this situation that you just can't get it. And so you're moving on to something that is going to give you what you want, give you the future, the life that you want. And especially with this Death card in reverse, I see that there is going to be this ending, this Death card, and with this Eight of Cups, there's going to be some type of ending this month. But I do think that it is a good ending, and I think it'll be something that will project you into your next phase, your next journey. And I think it will be good. All right. Let's see. Let's get a couple of these cards out. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. I don't know what reading also had this one. Perhaps Pisces. I think... or Aquarius. I'm not sure which one, but I know that they also had a few of these same cards. Yeah, I think that you were fully in touch. And I think that you were honestly just following your intuition. And you were just like, okay, even though nothing happened, nothing went down that is forcing me to leave right now, it just feels like right now is the time. You are completely in touch with that. And I think that you're right. I think this was the right timing for you. I think that you are completely right. We got the Nine of Swords in reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to grab just maybe two more if I can. Finish this out. Yeah, I think what this Ace of Wands is telling me is that, yeah, you were just connected. You felt it. You felt it in your heart. You felt it in the intuition, using your intuition that right now is the time. You don't want to feel like you are attached to this because this is not this isn't your end goal. This wasn't your end goal. It never was your end goal. So you don't want to be bound to it. Here we go. We got a few out. I think they all wanted to come out. We got the Moon in reverse at the bottom of the deck. All right. So we got Judgment in reverse. We have the Star. We have Knight of Swords. And we have the Page of Wands in reverse. So, yeah, I think that you are just realizing where things just weren't right for you. You figured out that, hey, this isn't going to get me to where I want to be. This isn't this isn't it, and I have more growing to do. And so I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to dive in. I think that especially with these two full moons this month, these emotions were high. You were in touch. You were tuned in. And now you're doing it. You listened and you're doing it. You're with this being with can I talk? Okay. With this Ace of Wands being on top of this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I think that you just realized you've seen yourself. You've seen how you were able to, how, if you continued in this situation, how much longer it would take you to evolve, how much longer it would take you to get to where you need to be. And I think that you were just not about it. I think the Seven of Wands talking about your self-confidence, that you were just ready. You were ready to take your life in your own hands. And yes, it might be, like I said, a little bit bittersweet. There might be times where that you truly do miss this job or miss these people that you are choosing to now walk away from. But at the end of the day, I think that you are completely 100% aware that this was what had to happen, that it was time, and that if you were to stay in the position that you were in, you would be stuck. I think you just had a lot of feelings of being stuck. And this full moon just enlightened you. I think this full moon really did perhaps show you and make you feel how it could be if you had this other opportunity. And I think another opportunity probably did present itself to you. And you were like, you second guessed it. You were like, well, I do have this, I'm currently in this thing. So I'm sure you did second guess it for a bit, but you also were able to feel that. You were able to feel what it could be like if you did pursue this opportunity, and it felt good, Aries. It felt really good. It felt like the thing that you wanted. It felt like this was when and where it needed to happen. This was your goal that was finally being met. Okay, that you could see finally being achieved by taking this new journey. And although it's not an easy feat, it's not ever easy for us to just change directions and walk away from things that we are familiar with, things that we know, into things that are unknown. It is not easy. But you are so brave and you are so ambitious that this is something that you're willing to do. You are willing to put things on the line in order to get to your end goal, Aries, because there's nothing going to stop you. You have goals. You have goals that you've been wanting to do, and you weighed out the decision. With this Judgment card in reverse, you weighed it out. You really did. You thought upon it a lot, and you decided to trust. You decided to throw it to the wind and give it a go and see what happens, and see if this is going to be the thing that is going to speak to you and talk to you and be the one for you. And I think it will be. I think that this will be a great opportunity for you, Aries. I think it'll be a very good opportunity for you. And I don't think that what you're walking away from is not something that you can't stop by and see every once in a while. If you have great emotions towards it, which I feel like you do, it's not going to be like that. You're going to be able to stop in and have a nice emotions still connected to it, but you are moving on. You're moving on to something better, something greater that's just more conducive to your dreams. And that just shows your bravery, Aries. It really does. It shows how brave you are, how much courage you have to be able to step into the unknown, to give your dreams priority. And that's beautiful. I think this new endeavor is going to require a little bit of more self-study. I think that you're going to have to learn a little bit into this new realm, this new thing that you're pursuing. There's going to be a lot of things that you're going to have to learn about it, but I think you're up for the challenge. I think you're ready for it. Dive in. dive in full force, Aries, because it is something that can give you a lot of peace and a lot of serenity and the money that you're looking for too. If this is a job opportunity, it will bring you money. I have the oracle cards for you. Thank you, my next door neighbor. Her information is in the description box down below. So be sure to follow her on Twitter and send her a thank you. I'm going to pull out a couple cards here. Sorry, I'm looking behind. I heard the door. All right. So the first one out, Tanzanite, ready to love again. You've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love. You're moving on from something that you have endured, that you have been set and focused in for so long, that you are moving on and you are ready to give something else a new shot. You're ready to try something different, regardless of how scary it might be, how different it might be. All right. We got Dolomite. Stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on keeping your positive mindset. Okay, I do think that there are going to be times where you question your decision, and you really do need to just put faith in yourself, that you do know yourself, that you know what's right for you, that you know what is good for you, because you do. And the last card out here, Amber. Give it to God. Take a deep breath, and on exhale, release the situation to God for healing and answers. You're not alone on this path. You have higher powers out here that are help guiding you. And I don't think that you completely made this decision by yourself. I think that those higher powers did present you with this opportunity. I think these higher powers have been giving you signs, and you connected with them, with that High Priestess energy, with this Ace of Wands. You connected with that, and that's what you felt. Trust that. They were not leading you astray. They want you to pursue this opportunity just as much as you want to pursue it, because this is going to lead you into a bigger thing. This is going to lead you to your destiny, your divine path. So this is beautiful, Aries. I really hope that this helps you get through the month. I hope this helps kind of calm down your mind and hopefully make it so you don't question your judgment, because your judgment is right. You're on the right path, okay? If this resonated at all for you, be sure to click that like button. That tells me that I am talking to people and not just a computer screen. That helps me stay motivated to do this work. And you know, I have a lot of other stuff on my plate, but I really do want to keep doing this and help perhaps put some people at ease and perhaps help people through the month. So definitely let me know if this resonated to you by liking the video or commenting down below. I appreciate that so much. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I do monthly tarot readings every month. That's monthly. So I will see you next month, Aries. Bye.